it's Shannon and welcome to today's video. So I don't know if you can see, but I am actually wearing my TouringPlans shirt, which means I am back with another installment of best and worst rooms. So the exciting thing is we are very close to a couple of the deluxe resorts reopening. So today I'm going to be covering best and worst rooms at Beach Club Resort. Now, I have done a video like this for Beach Club Villas, the DVC portion, but this is for Beach Club Resort. So if you're looking for the DVC Villas, I'll post a link below or right now somewhere for that video. So keep in mind, it's two different, these are going to be two different areas. This is for the Beach Club Resort, and if it's the DVC, it's Beach Club Villas. So keep that in mind. So what we're going to do is there's a couple, I'm going to go over the room categories, and then I'll use TouringPlans like I always do. So I'll be using the TouringPlans map, showing you kind of the different areas, things to consider, which rooms might be one of those special rooms, as well as maybe which rooms might have view of fireworks when they return, and maybe close to the pool, etc. And then also at the end, I will show you how to make a room request using TouringPlans. Now you have to be subscribed to TouringPlans. TouringPlans does not sponsor this video. They have just given me permission to use their website. I am a subscriber. I have been subscribing since 2016. I pay for my membership. I use it. To me, it is the best. I think the going rate right now is $17.99. It is the best $18 you're going to spend. It gives you access to their Lines app, which is phenomenal. And my favorite feature is the room request feature, and you just can't beat it. So let's get started with the room categories. Okay, so these are the categories that I went through DisneyWorld.com like I was going to, book a room, and these are the categories that are listed. The interesting thing is some deluxe rooms or some deluxe resorts have a category for a king bed. Some do not. Beach Club is one of those that does not have a category for a king bed. They have them, so if you read the description of the room, like for example, standard, it will say 2 queen beds and a day bed, or just 2 queens, or 1 king and a day bed, or 1 king bed. So there's very different variety of setups within the standard category. So if you are maybe a couple and you just want a king bed, you can make that request. So keep that in mind. There is no specific category for king bed. So that just makes it just a little bit more complicated. But with that, there is the standard view, and it sleeps up to 5 adults. Garden or woods view, and this is views of Disney's Beach Club Resort's gardens. And this also sleeps up to 5 adults. The water view, which is views of Stormalong Bay, Crescent Lake, or the Quiet Pool. So basically anything that's water. This also sleeps up to 5 adults. Then there's a deluxe room, and a deluxe room is larger than a standard room. And it says views of Stormalong Bay, Crescent Lake, Quiet Pool, or the parking area. So you're getting the space, but the view could be varied. And this will sleep up to 6 adults. Then there's the rooms and suites with club level service. And those categories are standard view, club level, garden view, club level, and water view, club level. Then we're going to move on to the suites. And there's several suite categories. There is the 1-bedroom suite. This is views of Disney's Beach Club Resort gardens, woods, or Crescent Lake. 1 king bed, 1 queen size sleeper sofa, and it sleeps up to 4 adults. 2-bedroom suite, views of Disney's Beach Club Resort gardens, woods, or Crescent Lake, 2 queen beds, and 1 king bed and 1 day bed, sleeps up to 7 adults. Then there's the Nantucket VP Suite, and it's views of Crescent Lake, Disney's Boardwalk Inn, and Stormalong Bay, and it's 1 king bed, and it only sleeps 2 adults. And then there's the Newport Presidential Suite. It has views of Crescent Lake, Epcot, Disney's Boardwalk Inn, and Stormalong Bay, 2 double beds and 1 king bed and 1 day bed, and it sleeps up to 7 adults. So those are the categories within Disney's Beach Club Resort. And let's get into looking at TouringPlans and which are the best and worst rooms. So here we start at the Disney Beach Club Resort page on TouringPlans.com. And as you can see right here, their hotel is currently closed, but it's scheduled to reopen on Sunday, May 30th. So obviously I am recording this before. And this just gives an overview of the Beach Club Resort. Just keep in mind, they do have a dedicated page for the DVC Villas. So this is specifically about the resort, how it compares, some pictures, and let's see, some pictures of the actual rooms so you can get a feel of the actual rooms. They do have, and I will post a link below to their YouTube channel, which they have some great room tours. There is a floor plan, some more pictures. And there's explaining the concierge rooms. Now they are currently closed, but we expect them to reopen at some point. And then it goes into the room categories. Obviously the pool and Stormalong Bay is one of the main reasons to book Beach Club Resort. And then you have Cape May Cafe. It does say it's closed temporarily, but it is set to reopen in May, so later this month. And here we have Beaches and Cream. We've done a couple dinners there, which is great. Hurricane Hannah's, which is the pool bar and restaurant, or I guess quick service, Beach Club Marketplace, and then just some information regarding the transportation. Obviously you have the friendship boats, as well as now the Beach Club is close to the Skyliner, and there you have it. It's close to the Skyliner, even though it does not, it's considered the Epcot resort. The Epcot station. So, but that's all the information you have there's the Shipshape Health Club. I do have a tour of the Shipshape Health Club on my channel, so I will post a link below as well. And there's all the information. So that gives you a lot of information on the Beach Club Resort. Now let's get into looking at the layout. So here we have the map on TouringPlans.com of the Beach Club Resort. Now, as you can see, you have the Beach Club Resort here. The resort right here is this one that can highlight. And then you have the Yacht Club right here. And then the Beach Club Villas is right this gray building right here. So you essentially have 3 resorts in one. So let's just go ahead and take a look. So first of all, you see the walkway to Epcot. So this is the walkway right here, and the Skyliner is going to be right over here, as well as the International Gateway. So obviously if you were in one of these resorts, I mean this building right here in this corner, you'd be very, very close. There's actually a little gate right here. So this little gate, so even if you were, let's say, on this backside, you could just walk through this little gate right here. Very, very convenient. We usually take this when we're staying at the Beach Club Villas. We usually take this little walkway, and you may have seen it in some of my vlogging videos. So then obviously you have the quiet pool here. So there's 2 quiet pools. There's one on the villas, and then there's one right here. And then obviously this water park right here is Stormalong Bay. The slide is a pirate ship. So you see this is a walkway right here. This is the walkway that goes all the way around Crescent Lake. The slide is actually across the walkway. So you actually have to leave the pool to go to the slide and then climb it up. So if you have little ones, just be prepared that you're going to have to go with them. It's not like you can watch them from afar, because they actually have to leave the vicinity. This right here is the little kiddie pool area with a little tiny slide. We never used it because there's a lot of shallow area in the sand bottom pool. So we always stayed over here. We never really used the kiddie pool area. And again, it's across the walkway. So if you have a big kid and a little kid, you probably aren't going to use this kiddie pool area. This right here is the beach area. And there's some lounge chairs and some really nice area. And then obviously here is the dock for the friendship boat. So if you were, let's say, over here, this is going to be probably the furthest away from the friendship boat, but it's really not bad. And then you have, let's look at where Beach Club Marketplace is. Beach Club Marketplace is right around here. So keep that in mind, as well as the lobby is going to be right around here. Actually, it's probably right there. Okay. And then the Cape May Cafe is right around this area, right around here. And Martha's I think it's Martha Vineyard Lounge is right here, as well as the Beaches and Cream is right around here. And it's ironically, it's right next to the fitness center. So you have Beach Club, Beaches and Cream, and the Ship Shape Center. Hurricane Hannah's is right around here, I believe, around the pool area, really large pool area. But that's the vicinity of the entire beach club resort. It's a pretty large resort, but everything is pretty convenient and spaced out. So it just depends on what you want to be close to. Okay, so we're first going to start with a standard view. And as I mentioned before, they do not have a special category for king bed. However, TouringPlans does show where the king bed rooms are, at least some of them. But let's see, we're going to start with the 2 queen beds and we'll show matching rooms. And it's important to note that the standard rooms are all on floors 2 and 3. Most of them have rooftop views. So here you're going to see right here, it's just going to be, rooftop and a dirty window. But again, you're at the beach club. And there's nothing special. So none of these rooms are going to be special, but let's go up to the 3rd floor. And if you do book a standard room and you do need 2 queen beds, the ones that I recommend are these right here. So this is going to be $36.75, $36.77, $36.79, and $36.81. These all have a rooftop view in the foreground, but you can see the pool, Crescent Lake, and the boardwalk in the background. So let's just take a look. It's a little blurry, but let's see here. And there you go. So you have a pretty good view. Even though you do see the rooftop, you can oversee and see the Stormalong Bay. So those are great rooms. Now on the other side, you have a great view of the courtyard. And it looks to be a very nice size balcony. Now, not every room has a balcony. And this person said this room was larger than moderate resort rooms and had a great closet that fit 2 suitcases laid down. It also had a balcony overlooking the back entry with slight water views. The shower and toilet area could use an update. So I don't know, that was done in 2019. So maybe it's been updated since then. But, this is a great room. So I personally would probably want one of these, not too far from the elevator, really great room. Now these, somebody did write in that they had a good, so here you can see, this is a huge room with a bad view. The extra space more than makes up for the view. However, because it overlooks the entrance, there is some extra noise from baggage carts, etc. And then this is Guy Selga, who works for TouringPlans. He talks about some oddities in the room. So there's some things, keep that in mind. Personally, if I were booking a standard view and I wanted 2 queen beds, I would probably request one of these 2 or these 4 here. Otherwise, it's just a matter of location of where you want to be. But those, I think, are going to be your best bet in that standard view category. Okay, so now let's show the standard view rooms that have king beds. And these 4 right here on floor 2, they're going to be overlooking the entryway. And there you see that's the room overlooking the, I guess, carport. And then same thing. So that's not the best view. Obviously, these are king bedrooms, and they probably are going to have that odd layout. So personally, I don't think I would recommend those. I would probably want to just stay in one of those 2 queen rooms. But let's go up to floor 3. And then these 2 rooms. Now, somebody did write in, let's see if it's this one. This is $37.27, and this person said this room has a king bed, although above it's listed as queens. As the last room in the hallway, this room is literally as far as you can get from basically everything, especially the elevators. Now, the person below put that this room is a great size. It's a bit of a walk to the lobby and elevators, but not terrible. View is decent. There are 2 Juliet-style balconies. The front balcony overlooks the roof and Stormalong Bay, and the side balcony overlooks the roof and the yacht club. So, I mean, I think that this room is not these 2 rooms right here. This one's going to be pretty much just roof. So if you did want to request a king room, I would say request this one right here, $37.27. But just keep in mind that the standard view king bed rooms pretty much have probably some of the worst views in Beach Club Resort. Okay, so now we're going to look at the garden or woods view, and we in 2 queen beds. And again, so in this category, I could not find any unique or special rooms. So I'll put that out there right now. So this is really going to be dependent upon location. So one of the rooms that I personally think is a great room would be this one right here. And this is 1527. And I'll show you why. It's right next to the quiet pool. And you'll see that right outside your patio is literally the entrance into the quiet pool. So you could literally walk outside your, patio and go to the pool. Very, very convenient if you wanted to use the quiet pool. It's also, if you think the location to Epcot is going to be right out here. So very, very convenient. So all of these rooms right here, this is where the beach place marketplace is so it's very convenient to that as well. So you'd be very convenient for coffee in the morning. So obviously I always love being on the first floor. And then these rooms right here would be on the little courtyard area. Personally, these are ones that I would probably avoid just because you would probably not have that much privacy and you would probably have to keep your blinds closed because there would be people. So while I do like being on the first floor, those are 3 rooms I would try and avoid just because it's a very high traffic area. Now let's go up to floor 2. And again, now once you're up on the second floor, it's not a problem because you're not going to have, obviously you're a little bit higher. So then these wouldn't be that bad. And you can see, very nice. Look, that's a picture of the first floor, but that would be a very nice view of the courtyard. And let's see right here, there's a picture on these rooms. And here, yeah. So here is a partial, you can pretty much have, partial view of Crescent Lake and of the volleyball. And let's see what somebody wrote. Person put full balcony. So this is room 2567. So that's going to have a full balcony right here. And you're getting a view of of Crescent Lake, but not having to pay for it. Look, great location. About equal distance to lobby and closest exit to Epcot, a little close to elevator, but hallway noise wasn't an issue. So those are 2 really great rooms right there. And so those would probably be 2 very great rooms. Now let's go up to floor 3. And again, so those 2 rooms, now these are probably not going to have the balconies, but they're going to have very similar views. And we'll see, that's actually the same view from the second floor. And let's look at 3569. And yes, so you'll have a beautiful view of Crescent Lake. And this person put, using the stairwell, this room is convenient to get to the pool, Epcot, and other nearby resorts. So if you are someone who doesn't need to take the elevator, this is a very convenient area of the resort because you can take it's very close to the stairwell. So again, and then these obviously are going to be the closest to Epcot. Not much of a view. It's pretty much just foliage there, but you're going to be very, very close to the exit to Epcot. So it really just depends. Now, the last floor is going to be floor 4, and it's the same thing. And let's see, you have here, let's see, I think it was these 4 rooms. Let's see. So, yeah, the same thing you're going to have right here, 4567. Let's see. A beautiful view of Crescent Lake. And you're paying, remember, you're not paying for a water view, you're paying for garden or woods, but you're getting a partial water view. And that's 4567. And let's see. And yeah, so that's it. I mean, and then this one right here is going to be pretty much just looking over the foliage. Now you probably super quiet and the balcony is 40 foot long. So that's an interesting, let's see if there's a picture of the balcony here.
So it looks like it's a super duper big balcony, and maybe you'd be able to see fireworks once they return at Epcot. But again, there really isn't any special rooms in this category. I think it's just a matter of location. What I would suggest to do is take a look on the TouringPlans website and click and see which view you might want, but take into consideration where the elevator is and what you want to be close to. You want to be close to Epcot, or do you want to be close to the beach marketplace? It just depends on what the needs are for your family. Okay, now we're going to look at the garden or woods view king bed. Once again, this is not a separate category that's bookable, but you can request a king bed. So I'm going to show you where they're at. They start on floor 1 here. Now this one is going to be an odd shaped room. Couldn't really find any information, but just keep in mind that it's going to be odd shaped. That could be make it big, or it could be smaller. Nothing to write home about here. This is going to be overlooking the volleyball area. Somebody put only downside was the pull-out couch versus 2 queen beds. Obviously, we did say it's a king bed, but amazing little porch, great first floor location, close to the lobby, maybe too close to the only elevator in the area, but we heard very little noise the nights we stayed. But the location was amazing to sit on the porch and see the action on the boardwalk, the pool, the beach. You could even hear the beach movie from the porch. Love the location as much as I've been to as much as I have been to on Earth. Lastly, for 3 years, I paid way extra for the following views, and I choose this room view over most of those because I didn't have to pay extra. So, and then this person put this room is quite extra large. So really great. As you can see, it's a beautiful, nice little patio. As I've always said, I love first floor location. So that would probably be a great king bed room if that's what you wanted. Now let's go to floor 2. And same thing, same type of thing, but obviously you're not going to have the patio, but you're going to have the same type of view. And again, you're going to have a view of Crescent Lake from your balcony. Let's go up to floor 3. Same thing, pretty much the same rooms. So obviously the view is going to be a little bit better because you're a little higher. And again, you're close to the stairwell and the elevator. So it's a very convenient location as well. And now we're going to go to floor 4. Now here's where it's interesting. So one of the best rooms, I would say. Now, very inconvenient because as I stated before, these are really far. The elevators are here, so it's a good size walk, but you have a beautiful view of Stormalong Bay and the boardwalk. This person put this room has a king bed and 2 Juliet balconies. It is very large, and one of the balconies has a pool view. So obviously you have a roof view, but you have a view of Stormalong Bay, and you're not paying for it. So $47.27 to me is the best garden or woods view king bed. And let's see, anything else? Is there any on the 5th floor? Yes, you just have those 2 right there. So same view, just depends on where you want to be. But for my recommendation in this category, it would be $47.27. Okay, now we're going to look at water view, and we'll start with the 2 queen beds, and it's Pool Lake 2 queen beds. And let's go ahead and click on it. It starts on floor 1. And obviously, I think the best views are going to be right here, these 3 right here. Obviously, as you go up, the view is going to get better. So it really depends on what do you want to be close to. So it's not too far of a walk to the beach marketplace. This one would obviously be a little bit closer. The coffee and the service and everything is usually around this side. I think this is the Seaside Retreat. So that's kind of like the community hall right now. That might change as things start to reopen. Coffee and like the self-service is around here. So these rooms are very, very convenient to that. Obviously, you're going to be looking over the Crescent Lake and the boardwalk. Very, very convenient. And I believe there's a walkway. Yes, so you would be able to walk right out to the to Crescent Lake. So you would literally just have to walk right out, which would be I believe there's an exit right here. So very, very convenient. And I'm sorry, it would be over here. Very, very convenient to walk out, and you'd be very close to the quiet pool. Obviously, if you wanted to be closer to Stormalong Bay, you would probably choose one of these 3. And I guess. Oh yeah, there we go. So very similar to view, a little bit further back, but still beautiful. And you'd be very close because this is where they do the movie on the lawn. So very convenient for that. That could get loud at night. It's usually not too loud, so I don't think that would be a problem. These three as well. So, all these great rooms. Now let's just move up, and it's going to be pretty much the same rooms. These are going to be, so these three right here, I think are going to have the best views. And then if you just wanted to be close to the pool, would be here. This I think are the best though, because it's really close to the elevator. There's a stairwell. Let's see if there's going to be a view here. Beautiful. I mean, just beautiful. And you're a little bit higher. So you're not, if you're someone that's not like us and doesn't want to be on the ground floor, that's a great location. Let's go up to floor 3. Same thing. Now there are 3 right here that are probably going to be overlooking Stormalong Bay. And this is going to be the room next door. But yes, it's a beautiful view of the lazy river of Stormalong Bay. I think I would still try and get one of these 3. And now the best views are going to be these 3 right here. These are just really beautiful. And then let's see. Obviously, you're going to be higher up, beautiful view of the beach, of the boardwalk, just absolutely stunning. And I think these are probably going to be some of the best views at Beach Club. Obviously, you're going to be paying for the water view, but it's worth it. Very convenient to just everything. So if you think about it, the beach marketplace is right here, very convenient to walking out to the quiet pool. I think the furthest thing is you're going to be a little further from Stormalong Bay, but if you walk out, you can actually walk out here and then walk to Stormalong Bay through here. So that's actually, it might not be as far as you think. So keep that in mind. Like these rooms right here, I'm not sure if there's an exit here. They might have to walk all the way out to here. So keep that in mind. Very, very convenient to get to Stormalong Bay too, and obviously very convenient to the Skyliner and to Epcot. So for the water view 2 queen beds, my recommendations would be the rooms on the 563 line, 561 line, or 557. Obviously, being higher would get you a better view, but personally for us, we like being on the ground floor. But I think if you really wanted a nice view, get on the 4th floor. Okay, now we're going to look at the water view king bed. Once again, this is not a separate bookable category, but you can request a king bed, and there is a special room in this category. So there's not many of them in this category, but this room right here. So the view isn't anything special. Again, this is that great location. This is that end where you'll be next to the volleyball court. You'll have a view of Crescent Lake, with some foliage in between, but really nice, very, very convenient to Epcot. Now, if you look at the way that the room is shaped, it's a little bit odd. There's this really long hallway, and I will post a link to someone's video on YouTube. I think they stayed in 4565. It was a couple, they had a 1-year-old child, and they said it was a great room to have with a young toddler. Basically, they got a rollaway crib and they made the hallway, this long hallway, where they put the baby to sleep. So they were able to just put the rollaway in that hallway and have a little bit of privacy for themselves. And then there was a lot of extra space because it was a king bedroom. So that 65 line, I think it just depends on where you want to be. Now, obviously, it goes up to, it's on the same layout room as on floor 2. It's also on floor 3. There's also this room, and I will show you. This one has a beautiful view of Stormalong Bay. So if you want a king room, and it's probably one of those that's oddly shaped as well. So keep that in mind. And then that's going to be, 3683. And then on the 4th floor, you have both of those rooms are well. So that's 4683 and then 4565. Of those, I would recommend the 565 line because, again, just proximity to Epcot, to everything. I think this is going to be the best location. Okay, now we're going to go into the deluxe room category, and deluxe room is larger than a standard room, and it sleeps up to 6 adults. So there's only a few of them. Let's go ahead and look, and you'll see here it is 1557, and then you have 1606. And what I heard about 1557, it has lots of lots of windows and a very, very large patio. And as you can see, it is right next to the quiet pool. Then on the second floor, you will see 2557. This one and 4557 have very large balconies. So let's see here. This person said, great room. This is considered a deluxe room, 2 queens with water view, lots of room, very quiet, windows on 2 sides and large balcony. So overall, they loved it. I mean, beautiful view. You got a view of the quiet pool and Crescent Lake, and it's extra large. Now let's go up to the 4th floor real quick. We're going to skip the 3rd for now. This is probably, if you're going to book this category, this is the room that I recommend getting. It's going to have an extra large balcony. This person put, this is a very large room with full balcony that overlooks the quiet pool. So it's just, and again, this is the one that I would say has the best views as well. So beautiful views of the quiet pool. It doesn't have any extra pictures, but really nice large balcony. So I think that this is going to be your best bet. So there's no balcony, I don't think, on the side of the boardwalk, but you'll still have a great view. And then again, it's right next to the elevator, proximity to just everything. Now on the 3rd floor, my understanding is that this is the same layout. However, the balcony is just standing. So it's a very, very small balcony. We personally don't care for balconies. We like them. They're nice, but we rarely go out there. So that would be fine for us. But for some people who do like to go out and have their coffee or a glass of wine at night, that might be a room you want to avoid. So if you do want a balcony, try and get 4557 or 2557 before you get 3557. And then you have this room right here, and obviously you're not going to have a water view over here. Let's see. You're just going to be very convenient. So you're going to have a roof view, not the best view. You know, I would definitely try to get on the other side. And it does look like this room is handicapped accessible. So, but it is deluxe, and it is does sleep 6 adults. But again, you'd be very, very convenient to the beach marketplace, to a lot of things. Again, I think your best bet is going to be 4557 right here. It's just going to be the largest, the best overall location, beautiful view, and best overall location. And if you wanted to be on the 1st floor like us, then I would recommend 1557. Now we're going to get into the regular rooms that are club level service, and they are on the 5th floor. And we're going to start with the standard view 2 queens. And here they are, all on the 5th floor. And again, it's the same that I had, the same recommendation that I had with the regular standard are going to be these 6 right here. I actually would recommend one of these 4. So this would be 5675, 5677, 5679, or 5681. These are going to give you views of Stormalong Bay. I mean, that's a beautiful view. And remember, this is standard. This is not a water view. So in the standard category, those 4 are going to be the best. This is going to give you a view of the courtyard. But honestly, in this level, I would prefer one of these 4. Not too far from the elevator, pretty central on that floor. Now, again, we're going to go to the standard club level 1 king bed. And let's see. And the 5th floor, it's just this one room right here. And this is going to give you, so if you need a king bed, this is the one you're going to request. Not much of a view, but it's going to give you, I believe these rooms, as we mentioned before, are a little bit bigger. So those are my recommendations for standard club level. Next up in club level is the garden view, and here it is. And there are no king bedrooms in this category, so keep that in mind. It's strictly 2 queen beds, and this is it. So there is 8 rooms that you can choose from. Not really much to choose from. It just depends on, do you want to overlook the courtyard, or do you want to, that gives you a little bit of a view of Stormalong Bay. So that's a pretty nice room. Or do you want to overlook the green area with the volleyball court? So, I mean, it really just depends on what you want to overlook. I would probably try and get one of these 2 rooms, but really, you're at club level. So I think any one of these 8 will be very, very nice. Okay, and the last club level category is the water view. And again, we're on the 5th floor. Really nothing special. It really just depends on location. Personally, I would choose one of these 2 rooms because it's going to give you a beautiful view of the boardwalk and Stormalong Bay. I still think it's not too far from the elevator, but far enough where it's not going to be very loud. If you wanted to be close to the elevator, these rooms are going to give you a nice view of Crescent Lake, but also a nice view of the courtyard area. So really don't think you can go wrong with any of these. Now let's move up to the Waterview King bed. There is at least 1 room. And actually there are 2. So these 2 right here. Of these 2, I would absolutely 100% choose this one right here, which is 5683. So this isn't the view from the room, but this is the one I would choose if you wanted that king bedroom, mainly because this one's probably going to give you a nice view. Actually, it's going to give you, this is actually from the 4th floor, but it's going to give you a really nice view. However, for convenience purposes, it's just so much further from the elevator. So for convenience, if I wanted a king bedroom, I would choose this one right here, which is 5683. Okay, next up, we're going to look at the 1-bedroom suites. So in TouringPlans, you'll see where it says water club level, or you'll see garden club level 1-bedroom. But on Disney's website, there is no specific category. So I'm just going to show you where these rooms are. So if you look at the water level, you'll see it's this line right here. And this is going to be 2647. And then this is, 2501. So if you go down to the floor 1, that is where you see the garden, which is categorized as garden. Same view, but again, it's the 1-bedroom suite. So of these, I actually would choose this one right here, 1501. Super convenient to everything, obviously very close to the exit. This person put, we were upgraded to this room in early May. It wasn't refurbished yet and was showing a little wear. Excellent location, very close to Epcot. I would definitely just love that location, very close to the exit, really close to the Skyliner, very convenient. And then not too far of a walk because you could literally walk out and then go to Stormalong Bay. So it's actually not a bad walk to Stormalong Bay. Not that close to the marketplace, but again, I think that's a better location. This one's probably not bad either. It's just going to overlook the beautiful view of the boardwalk and of the courtyard as well. And so we're going to look really quick, just go up to floor 2. It's the same rooms. Floor 3, same rooms. And then floor 4. It's just this one right here. So those are the club level 1-bedroom suites. Okay, now we're going to look at the 2-bedroom suites. And again, there's 2. You're going to see this one right here. And let's see, this is going to be, we're on floor 1. This is 1637 and then 1509. Now, I love being on the first floor, but this is one I would probably not want to be just because, again, it's that courtyard walkway. So very, very high traffic area. And I would probably have to keep our blinds closed. So I probably wouldn't want, even though I love being on the first floor, that's probably one of the rooms I would avoid. Now this one, it wouldn't be too bad. It's close to, obviously it's close to the entrance to Epcot as well. And then it's close to the quiet pool, but there's really not too many people. So it's not as much of a high traffic area. Again, going to floor 2, and there's the 2 rooms. Now, once you're above on the 2nd floor, it's not going to be as much of an issue. Floor 3, same 2 rooms. Floor 4, and it's just going to be this room right here. So those are the, beautiful view of, I think that's from one floor below, but beautiful view. So again, that's the 2-bedroom suites. It just depends on what you prefer. Do you want to be close to the courtyard and the just kind of more central? Then you would pick this line right here, which is the 637 line. And if you wanted to be closer to Epcot, you would pick the one that's over here on the lower floors. And I'm going to show you now the 2 suites that they have. So first is the Nantucket VP Suite, which is right here overlooking the courtyard, and that is 5691. And then if you are lucky enough to get the Newport Presidential Suite, that is going to be right here. So that's actually the view from the room below. But obviously, if you are booking the Newport Presidential Suite, my guess is you are probably not watching this video. So now I'm going to show you how to make your room request using TouringPlans.com. So you're going to go to your dashboard, go to your trip, and you're going to see where it says request room. Okay. I'm going to say we booked a deluxe room because that's just the room I decide to pretend I'm going to book. We're going to go to the 4th floor. And I want to be on this, let's see, 4557. And I'm going to click this room. And this is the one, and it's going to say click here to make a request. So that's where I'm going to click. Now you're not done because now you have to configure room request. And you're just going to put your name, your information. That's my sample trip. That's my fake email address. Now, where I'm going to put here is I'm going to put the other room. So I'm actually going to change this. Now, if you were just trying to get into the same vicinity, don't change that. But since I know I want the 557 line, I'm going to put 2557, 1557, or 3557. That's the order that I want. So I will put it here. I would say any room in the 557 line. So now they know that that's the room that I want. And up here, they know that's the order. Hit save. Now here you can put whatever you want. So if you want close to the elevator, ground floor room, sometimes I put a bullet points of what it is that I want and in the order that's my preference. So whatever it is you're looking for, that's what you're going to input here. Click save. Now 30 days before, and obviously make sure you put your name and reservation because it's not going to be sent, but 30 days before, Touring Plans will email Disney your room request. And the more specific it is that of what it is you're looking for, the more likelihood a request will be granted. Now, sometimes the specific room you're looking for is not available. So filling in that form as far as what it is you're looking for really helps the room assigners know why you picked that room. You know, if they said, oh, she picked this room because they want to be on the 4th floor, not really, because I want to be in that line. So I was very clear that I want to be in that line. I don't care if I'm on the ground floor. I just want to be in that 557 line. So you just have to let the room assigners know what it is you're looking for. And that's the best chance of getting your room assignment of a room request that you want. So there you have it. Those are my best and worst rooms at Disney's Beach Club Resort.
So there you have it. Those are my best and worst rooms at Disney's Beach Club Resort, as well as how to make a room request using the Touring Plans feature. Now, a question I always get is, well, can I just make a room request using my Disney experience? Well, kind of, but not really. It's just basically a drop-down menu. It's very vague. With Touring Plans, you can actually make a room request using like the specific room that you want. So I think it's worth $18 to use Touring Plans just for this feature. But then even when you get to Disney, you're going to want to use their Lines app. Their Lines app is so much more accurate than my Disney experience for a variety of reasons. I will post a link below to their Lines app 2.0 video that Touring Plans did themselves on their YouTube channel. So highly recommend Touring Plans. It is the best $18 you're going to spend for your Walt Disney World vacation. So with that, if you like this video, click like, click and subscribe. That way you get a notification every time I post a new video. Bye everyone.